Longboard Surfboard, everything you need to know. Longboard Surfboard Overview. Surf level. Beginners to advanced surfers. Surf conditions. Great for catching those small waves. However, surfing pros can ride them in bigger swells too. Longboard Surfboards Pros. With a longboard surfboard you practically glide on the surface of the water because there is plenty of place for flotation. And thanks to the low to medium rocker, you are super stable and well balanced. Even if you are a rookie, longboard surfboards will enable you to have a clean surf on low-level waves even if the surf conditions are poor. Because of their shape and length, you can surf on these boards pretty fast so that you can catch more waves with loads of speed. Longboard Surfboards Cons. One of the downsides to longboard surfboards is the fact that you cannot duck dive. This makes it trickier to pass the break on big days. Instead, you will need to learn the turtle roll technique. Also, these boards aren't designed for drastic turns. They lack maneuverability and are made for longer, slower lines on the wave. The other issue with the longboards is transport. With their length, it's somewhat tricky to move them around in the water or on dry land. How to pick the best longboard surfboard. Material and design. All longboards have rounded noses and width that makes them super stable. Old school PU, polyurethane, foam coated with fiberglass is what you'll find most longboards constructed of. Another popular material is balsa wood. These are specific old school longboards that experienced surfers prefer because of their unique characteristics. You also have the durable and light epoxy longboards. However, some pro surfers find them too light to provide the promised performance. Length. Firstly, as a basic rule, you need to know that longboards are literally long, which is how they have gotten their name. You won't find a longboard below 8 to 14 feet, with the standard being 12 featuring. But the length you'll choose is determined by what you need from your board. If you go on the shorter side, you get a board that's maneuverable and navigable. While longer boards add to the space you need to make a turn. Width and thickness. You should go easy on the width and thickness of your longboard surfboard. More narrow boards are great for catching waves. And they swell deeper in steeper waves when you don't have much need for receptive turning in snug spaces. On the other hand, thin wider boards are fantastic for mushy waves combined with flat space turning. The Modern Longboards. Since the 1990s, longboard surfboards undergone numerous upgrades. The main ones were the change in design and a lighter weight that allowed for many new surfing techniques to be developed. Nowadays, the average length of the longboard is from 240 to 370 centimeters. Now, speaking of modern longboards, technology played its part and had made significant improvements to the performance of these boards. The 2+1 Longboard. An all-around board that is the most flexible of all. Surfers also know it as single fin with training wheels, and it has features of the classic longboard and the tri-fin. The Mini Tanker Longboard. A shorter longboard that has the design and features of a longboard but added maneuverability because of its shortness. The Malibu Longboard. A racy longboard that offers excellent speed and extra maneuverability thanks to its narrow design. The Olo Longboard. The Olo Longboard surfboard are wooden boards of 730 centimeters, 24 feet, with their weight of about 90 kilograms and is also called Hawaiian royalty and aren't that popular outside of Hawaii. The Alaia Longboards. Finless wooden surfboards and are for the professional of professionals. Because even though they have been upgraded to be lighter than once were, used to be 90 kilograms and 520 centimeters, they are still notoriously difficult to ride. The Tandem Longboards are for two people who like surfing together. These are oversized boards and have high width and stability. If you are planning on surfing every day no matter the water or wave conditions, small, short waves, then you will get the most out of every situation with the longboard. Why you should choose a longboard instead. Shortboards have been up and coming in the last several decades, but that does not mean that the longboard surfboards are obsolete. They are superior for smaller and less powerful waves where a shortboard cannot find its way. Here are some of the reasons why you should go with a longboard instead. Rolling those 1 to 2 feet waves. A longboard will rock those 1 or 2 feet waves because of the extra flotation and surfing power that comes with a longboard. Nose riding. The longboards are the only boards out there on which you can use the whole board. Usually, other surfboards don't offer much use for their front part, but with longboards, nose riding is a real thing. You get to have more rideable days. No matter where you live, even if you have waves that are out of our control, with the right longboard surfboard, you can make the most out of them too. Even if the water looks as flat as it could be, you will still get the most fun of it with a longboard. Relaxing rides. With a longboard and the stability and control it offers, you can simply get a relaxing ride any time of the day without worrying too much about the water. I mean, paddle boarding and surfing are all about getting active and leaving all your problems on the mainland. So with the longboard surfboard, you definitely have the element of relaxation whenever you feel like it. General tips on surfing. Beginner surfers. Remember that mark on your board that makes it balance on the water while you lay on it. Pull the position of your chin backward to adjust the board's nose from the water. Avoid placing much weight on the back of the board to keep it from corking. Move a little until you get the right balance. Keep yourself from surfing with both hands at the same time if you are trying to control the speed. Use the crawl stroke to maintain a constant speed. Intermediate surfers. Keep calm to maintain your controllability. As you sit on the board, try to reduce the rate of the movements you do. Make it a habit to stand on the board by gradually raising yourself with your weight being balanced on the stringer properly. Avoid looking at your feet as you stand. New and experienced surfers. Always wear your leash. Protect the back of your head with your hand with your wrist and elbow across your ears when you fall off the board. Do not leave your board afloat the ocean. Use vest or a rash guard to keep your body from unnecessary harm. Join practice sessions or surfing classes in your community to learn more and share your knowledge. Conclusion. To pick the best longboard surfboard for you, you have to take into account that with a board, its construction material, length, width, and rocker matter a lot. And most importantly, you have to choose by what you would like to do with it. Based on the type of activity you'll be doing, you can pick the best longboard surfboard for you. StandUpPaddleboardWorld.com